One of the most common struggles people experience is the search for purpose. Many spend years asking, what am I supposed to do with my life? They choose a career, then change careers. They start a business, then start another. They discover a passion, then discover a new one. Over time, uncertainty begins to accumulate. Why can't I figure it out? They ask. Why does my direction keep changing? Am I making mistakes? The modern world has conditioned us to believe that purpose should look like certainty. One path, one profession, one identity, one answer. And when life doesn't unfold that way, many people quietly conclude that they must be lost. Yet, perhaps the problem isn't that they are lost. Perhaps the problem is that they've been taught to search in the wrong place. When people say they want to find their purpose, they are often seeking something deeper. They are seeking clarity. They want to understand why they are here. They want to understand why certain experiences keep appearing, why certain interests keep returning, why certain calling refuse to disappear. They want to feel that their life makes sense, that there is a thread connecting the chapters, that all the twists and turns weren't random. And so they begin searching through jobs, through careers, through businesses, through certifications, through titles, hoping one of them will finally provide the answer. This is where the confusion begins. Most people search for purpose through forms. Forms are the structures human beings create to organize society. Jobs are forms, careers are forms, businesses are forms, titles are forms, specializations are forms, professions are forms. And the challenge is that spirit does not necessarily think in terms of forms. The soul doesn't sit somewhere deciding, you were born to become an engineer, you were born to become a physician, you were born to become a consultant. Those are human structures, useful structures, necessary structures, but structures nonetheless. What the soul often seeks to explore is something deeper, not a form, but a theme, a recurring theme contained within one's essence. And this is where many people become trapped. They assume purpose is a profession, when purpose may actually be an exploration of a theme through many professions. For example, someone may become a teacher, a coach, a mentor, a parent, a speaker. Society sees different roles, but underneath them all exists the same theme: guidance. Another person may become an architect, a designer, an inventor, an entrepreneur, a software engineer. Different forms, different industries, yet the same theme may be expressing itself through all of them. Creation. The forms change, the themes remain. But because people focus on forms, they often feel or fail to see the theme. And because they fail to see the theme, they conclude they have not found their purpose. The breakthrough begins when we stop asking, what am I supposed to do? And begin asking, what theme keeps expressing itself throughout my life? This is where an important distinction emerges. Essence. Your essence is the totality of your deeper nature. It contains many potentials, many capacities, many intelligences, many qualities. Themes, yes, themes. Themes are recurring patterns contained within your essence. Creation, guidance, healing, exploration, leadership, stewardship, discovery, wisdom, and many others. But purpose is often the exploration and expression of those themes through free will. Purpose is not necessarily a job. Purpose is not necessarily a business. Purpose is not necessarily a career. Purpose is often the way a theme within your essence is explored through the experiences of life. This is majorly different from the idea of destiny. For destiny is a completely different framework, structure, psycho-spiritual exploration altogether, not to be confused with purpose. Once you understand this distinction, many things begin to soften. You stop judging yourself for changing direction. You stop assuming that every transition means failure. You stop believing that purpose disappeared simply because a career ended. Instead, you begin looking beneath the forms, the human-created forms. You begin looking for the recurring themes, the thread that has quietly followed you throughout your life. The careers may have changed, the environment may have changed, the opportunities may have changed, but the theme remained. And when the theme becomes visible, something remarkable happens. Your life begins to make sense. What once looked like detours becomes chapters, journeys even. And once looked like something that may have looked like confusion becomes exploration. What once looked like inconsistency becomes coherence. Perhaps your purpose has never been missing. Perhaps it has been expressing itself all along, hidden cleverly beneath careers, beneath titles, beneath goals, and beneath forms.